In this video, we'll understand the meaning of fact, concept, construct, which are being used in research. Facts are observations about the world around us. It is something which is accepted by everyone. It is an empirically verifiable observation. It can be given as an evidence. It can be expressed as a proposition whose truth value is true. From this, we can understand that any observations which are considered by the universe as true, that is considered to be a fact. Means it can be verified, it can be clearly observed, it will be visual, it can be considered as an evidence, and it can be expressed as a statement whose truth value will always be true. So you can consider it as a proposition. Example is New Delhi is the capital of India. It can be verified from the maps, from any government records. We can verify that. So any scientific research starts with the facts and slowly it will build the theory. It will be towards theorizing the particular facts. Concept. It is an abstract symbol. I mean, it has got different definitions. One of the definition is it is an abstract symbol representing an object. For example, apple. So you can show an apple, and that is also considered to be a concept. Or it can be something abstract which is formed in a mind, some thought or some notion. Or it can be about a particular characteristic or a property of an object or a phenomenon. For example, the property of a book, property of a characteristic of a person, a characteristic in a meeting, like that. So in short, we can say it is a group of facts. Now, it can be symbols which we attach to bundle of meanings that we hold. So it represents only part of reality, which means that a particular thing, if you consider, it can mean different things to different people. For example, consider an apple. Apple may have a buyer, may have a seller, may have a transporter also. So for a buyer, he will be bothered about the quality, price of that particular apple. Whereas if you consider it as a sell, he will be considering it as a commodity, due to which he is getting his earnings. Similarly is the case for transporter. It is one of the commodity. By transporting that commodity, he gets his earnings. So that means it takes its meaning from the thought framework within which it is placed. There are two types of concepts. One, we call it as a concrete concepts. Another one is abstract concepts. Abstract concepts is also called construct. So concrete concept means which are tangible, basically means you can able to see, you can able to touch it, or you can able to feel it. For example, pen, chair, car is given here. Whereas abstract concepts, it refers to the properties of certain characteristics of an object or person or some event, etc. So examples are attitude of a person, intelligence of a person, leadership of a person. So all this cannot be directly measured. You need to consider some variable, create a variable, and using that variable you can measure. For example, intelligence, I can create a variable as IQ level, measure the IQ level by conducting some tests, etc. And then from that, I can judge about the intelligence. So that is considered to be an abstract concept. So in organizational theory, we say leadership, productivity, and morale are concepts. In this, again, productivity, you can say it is a concrete concept, whereas leadership and morale are abstract concepts. In the theory of economics, gross national product, gross domestic product means GNP, GDP, inflation are all considered to be concepts. Similarly, in theory of finance, assets, liabilities are considered to be concepts. So they are expressed, means concepts are expressed in words that refers to various events or objects. Even mathematical symbol for infinity, which is written like this, is an example of a concept. It is not an operator like plus, minus, division, multiplication, but it is having a role which represents a very large number. And generally in mathematics, when we do 1 by infinity or 2 by infinity or 3 by infinity, we consider it as 0. Why? because it is a larger number. It is not actually equal to 0, but we always say that 1 by infinity tends to 0, because, for example, 1 divided by 10 crores, that value, whatever you get, it is almost nearer to 0. You can say that it is tending to 0, not exactly equal to 0. So that is about your facts, concepts, and constructs.